The Infotrak poll indicates that there is a possibility of a first-round victory depending on the coalitions or alliances that may be formed, with the running mate being a key pillar for any presidential candidate.
My thinking 2 weeks ago was perhaps we were jumping the gun. Why do I say this? I say this because we were looking at scenarios where the presidential candidates were running in solitude, on their own.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga would win in round one with Musyoka as his running mate in a two-horse race against a joint ticket of Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta and Eldoret North MP William Ruto. If Ruto is Odinga's running mate and Musyoka joins Kenyatta as his running mate, the Odinga ticket wins. Under the Constitution, a winning presidential candidate must achieve at least 50% plus one of the votes cast, as well as 25% of the votes cast in at least 24 counties to avoid a runoff. However, were Musalia Mudavadi to be Kenyatta's running mate, that ticket would beat a joint ticket of Odinga and Musyoka. Kenyatta with Mudavadi versus Odinga and Speaker of the National Assembly Kenneth Marende would result in a Kenyatta victory, same as this scenario. With Odinga as the candidate and Mudavadi as his running mate, they would beat a ticket where Kenyatta is the candidate and Musyoka the running mate. Now, the survey shows that in the absence of Kenyatta and Ruto, and you happen to have a scenario where Charity Ngilu is the presidential candidate and Eugene Wamalwa the running mate, to fight it out with Odinga as the candidate with Musyoka as the running mate, then the Odinga-Musyoka ticket will win. Similarly, in the absence of Kenyatta and Ruto, and you happen to have Charity Ngilu with Musalia Mudavadi, Ngilu being the running mate, to compete with Odinga and ODM chairman Henry Kosgei as the running mate, then the Odinga ticket will win. The survey further says the Eldoret North MP, Ruto, is the preferred running mate for Odinga, followed by Mudavadi. Ruto at 57 is the most preferred running mate for Kenyatta. Musalia is second, Karua third, Musyoka fourth, and Odinga fifth. Similarly, most respondents picked Kenyatta as Ruto's preferred running mate. Same percentage, that is 57, that Ruto lends to Kenyatta as his preferred running mate. Mudavadi comes second, followed by Odinga, then Musyoka. Kenyatta is the preferred running mate for Mudavadi, followed by Odinga. Still on the running mate scenarios, Odinga is the preferred running mate for Musyoka, followed by Kenyatta, Karua, and Ruto in that order. Mudavadi is the preferred running mate for Karua. Kenyatta is in the second place, followed by Musyoka and Kenneth.
The first driver for you supporting someone is that they come from your region. That's the first driver. It's a constant. After that, then there are other characteristics that you see Kenyans talking about. He's a hardworking person, he's experienced, he has fought for the less fortunate, etc., etc.
And the question is, where would Odinga's supporters go if he was not in the race? 27% of Odinga's supporters would choose Mudavadi as their alternative presidential candidate. Ruto comes in second, followed by Musyoka as the preferred alternative candidates. If Kenyatta were to drop his presidential bid, 34% of his supporters would vote in Ruto. Then there is a tie of 12% between Mudavadi and Musyoka. For those who support Ruto, a majority, that is 28%, would pick Kenyatta as their alternative candidate. 20% would choose Mudavadi, while 16% would turn back to Odinga. The poll indicates that 39% of Mudavadi's support would rather vote for Odinga if Mudavadi were to drop out of the race. 15% would vote for Kenyatta, while 7% would prefer Kenneth. Odinga is also picked as the most preferred alternative candidate for Musyoka's supporters. The sample for this survey was 1,500 respondents, representing an adult population of about 19 million Kenyans. It was conducted between October the 29th and November the 1st. Infotrak Research and Consulting says it funded the research by itself. Julie.